The first One Piece video I made on this channel was April 12th of last year, a little over 9 months ago. And since then, we are now at 11,500 subscribers with over 1.1 million views. And listen, it's not the craziest growth ever. I'm not Mr. Beast or anything, but it's pretty good. So in this video, I'm gonna reveal the secret behind how I was able to do this. The secret behind the success of this channel, and ironically, it's actually been out in the open this whole time. And that is, if you go to my channel page and you look at the about, you'll see the creation date for this channel, which was December 28th of 2017. You see, I'm the King is actually the third ever channel name for this channel alone. The secret to this channel is I've tried YouTube many times before and I failed many times. Let me start at the beginning. For me, YouTube has always been my main source of entertainment. Even to this day, like pretty much all I watch is YouTube. I don't really watch TV. I watch anime sometimes. At the end of the day, I'm chilling, I'm just browsing through YouTube. That was true for me even in the very beginning. I remember watching Fred videos way back in the day. Some of you are probably way too young to even know who Fred is. So a lot has changed with YouTube over the years, but I've always been interested in YouTube. Even when I didn't know how to edit or film or anything, I would grab a camcorder and make some videos with my friends. Those videos are up on channels I don't even know the passwords to anymore, so I can't even delete them if I wanted to. The first time I really tried YouTube was in 2011, my freshman year of high school, which is now a decade ago. God damn, I'm old. But yeah, my freshman year of high school, I took a video and film class. I learned how to edit with iMovie. I learned the basics of filmmaking. And my friend Tim, who also took a video and film class, had a camcorder. So together we made our first YouTube channel called Zimtac TV. Now, for those of you that don't know, my real name is Zach. I made a channel with my friend Tim. We flipped the first letters of our name, added TV to it, and perfect branding. But yeah, pretty much we just made some fun, stupid skits because we just finally learned how to edit and like film stuff. But we were freshmen in high school. We didn't have any discipline. We didn't really have any motivation. We just made videos for a few months and essentially dropped it after that. And after that, I didn't really touch YouTube until my senior year. So 4 years had gone by. Tim was really no longer interested in YouTube. So I took that channel, rebranded it as my name. And after I graduated from high school, I got a GoPro as a graduation gift. And that summer before I went off to college, I actually went on a whole bunch of trips. I went on a cruise with my friends, a West Coast road trip with my family, multiple camping trips with my friends and my family. And back then I was really into like Fun for Louie vlogs, the guy that just goes across the world and travels and vlogs himself. So that's what I did the whole summer. I made a whole bunch of vlogs. I wouldn't really say they were that good, but I had a lot of fun doing it. So I would probably consider that my second attempt at YouTube. It was definitely fun and I had a lot of fun. I was pumping out content, but again, it wasn't something I was dedicated to. I was going to college and moving out. So once that happened, I just dropped the channel again. I didn't make anything. But then came my sophomore year of college, a time where I was super confused. Like it sounds super cliche, like, oh, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was trying to figure myself out, but like literally that's what happened to me. I went to the University of Connecticut for finance because I liked money and it's still something I'm interested in to this day. But after my freshman year, I just knew like it wasn't what I wanted to do. And when I went back my sophomore year, it pretty much confirmed that for me. Like I took accounting and I was like, no, this is not it right here. But at the same time, I didn't really have another option. I didn't want to be a filmmaker or something like that. I feel like that's the #1 option when people think creatively. But what I really wanted to do was just to produce and create content. And I didn't really know that at the time, but I did grab my phone, tied it to my lamppost in my college dorm, and I started making YouTube videos again. And once again, I had that fire lit under me again, that passion for YouTube. And I was doing that a lot, making videos every single week in my college dorm. And I kept doing that when I took a leave of absence right after fall semester of my sophomore year. I knew I didn't want to do finance anymore and I was paying a ton of money for out-of-state tuition, so I was like, let me just take a break and figure myself out and I'll make videos on the side, see if I figure something out. And I gotta say, when I left school, I really thought, oh, I'm gonna dive into YouTube full time and really try to make something out of this. I'm gonna grind, right? I'm gonna be like Kevin Hart and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I'm gonna work hard every single day and make this work. But that didn't work, and that was such a valuable experience for me because I learned like, listen, if you don't have things going your way and you're not really working or forced to work, it's so easy to just get lazy and not do anything and like relying on motivation, which was pretty much what I was doing, and like relying on motivation to get up and make videos. That doesn't work. You really need that like established discipline and work ethic. And I definitely didn't have that back then, and once my views really wasn't growing, I really wasn't gaining any subs, I got more inconsistent, and I kind of just stopped making videos again. And I really thought that was gonna be it for like having a career in YouTube, because I actually tried to sit down and make it a career, and I absolutely, completely, utterly failed, like really bad. After like months of posting videos, I got 70 subscribers. So yeah, after that I started working full-time at my sister's cafe. I went back to school to study television production, and things were going really well, but in the midst of it, I created this channel. But this channel initially was not my attempt to try YouTube again. I was actually trying to make a podcast. Around 2017 was when I really got into podcasts, and they were really growing in popularity. I was listening to comedy podcasts and sports podcasts. So I was like, you know what? Why not try one myself? And that's why I have the Blue Yeti behind me there that I stream with now. But I impulsively bought that microphone. I was like, oh, I'm gonna start podcasting because people want to hear my thoughts. And that was the name of the podcast, called Spoken Thoughts Podcast. I thought people would just want to hear my thoughts out loud. And I made this YouTube channel for it as another possible way to grow it. I will say I had a lot of fun making those podcasts, but it was just literally me talking for like 45 minutes to an hour about something random.
Welcome back to the Spoken Thoughts Podcast. I'm your host, Zach, and in this episode, I'm here to get my thoughts on One Piece. Not the swimsuit, like the anime. I'm not being weird.
So obviously nobody was gonna listen to that, and I ended up switching the podcast to a basketball podcast. And that came the second rebranding of this channel, and this channel became the Replay Center, which I still think is a pretty good name for a basketball podcast. I might still do that in the future. And surprisingly, it actually got a few dozen listens here and there on SoundCloud because it was a more niche subject. But again, I probably made like 5 to 6 episodes before I just stopped doing it. And really after that, I didn't even think about YouTube. If you think about it, this really wasn't even a YouTube channel, it was just a podcast channel. So at that point, I haven't really touched YouTube video making since maybe 2016, and I was doing really well in school. I really loved television production and everything I was learning, and it was really looking like a career that I wanted to do. But then came 2020, the year that shook everything up. In my spring semester, I was lining up a bunch of internships because it was my last summer before my last semester of school, and I had this whole list of internships I was gonna apply to. Stephen Colbert Show was one of them, some NBC stuff, some New York City internships. Even beyond that, I signed up for a bunch of volunteer events. There was an NBC production assistant 2-day boot camp, volunteered for the Garden State Film Festival to get some experience. So I was really ready to go and dive fully into this career. But then COVID happened, school shuts down, it goes all virtual, and every single one of these opportunities just go and fly off the paper. Not only that, even my job at the cafe, they closed down for a month. So literally I was not doing a damn thing in April. And during that time, I was probably doing the same thing a lot of you were doing, which was watching One Piece and anime. In fact, I was rewatching the One Piece anime with my girlfriend, which is why I really credit her a lot of times for me starting this channel. But with me rewatching the series, I got so into the series again, I found myself not only watching a bunch of YouTube videos like Tekken, who I've been following for a while, but I got so like addicted to One Piece content, I had nothing else to do. I would find myself on like the wiki page and like going through things that I have forgotten about and just like speculating different things that could happen. I don't remember what specifically made me want to start a YouTube channel. It just kind of happened. I really wanted to talk about One Piece, and this was a way that I knew like how to do from doing it so many times before. So I picked up my GoPro that I used to vlog with, this Blue Yeti that I tried podcasting with, and I made my first ever YouTube video. And it did not do well. I think it got like maybe 4 or 5 views.
One Piece chapter 977, after chapter after chapter after chapter of hype and reveals.
But still, it was a lot of fun just talking about the series. Nobody was watching, but it was a way for me to just kind of get my thoughts out there. So then I made another video about Kaido's son, and that video does maybe like 10, 20, 30 views. And to me, that was pretty big because I know exactly what it's like to drop videos week after week and get like 5 views consistently. So to see my second video jump to like 20, 30 views, that was huge to me. I'm like, okay, there's something here. And although I had failed before with my last YouTube channel, I had scratched scratched the surface of learning SEO, which is search engine optimization. So I picked that back up, did a little more research, and put that into my third video. And that video was my Carrot for Nakama video, which I had a pretty good thumbnail as well. And it sounds silly to call it catapulting because like compared to my numbers now, it's an absolute joke. That was my first video to hit 1,000, and it probably was the video to really get me off the ground and get me to my first 100 subscribers. And that was huge because I never saw that amount of growth in any of my videos before. So I used that momentum and I kept using SEO to come up with different topics. And for the first time ever, I saw like a consistent growth, even if it was just like 2, 3, 1 subscriber a day. Like I never had that before. And the one to really take me off the ground was my Straw Hat Grand Fleet video, which blew up and got like, it's at like 26,000 views now probably, and really took me from like 200 subscribers to 1,000 within a week. So at the end of the day, a big factor of my success is luck, but without all those previous failures and everything that I experienced, it really wouldn't have worked out. And honestly, first off, I just really want to say thank you guys. Like, thank you guys for watching these videos, even if you're not subscribed. If you're not, what are you doing, man? Subscribe to the channel. But every single one of you that watches the videos, likes the videos, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, comment on my videos, whether you've just found my channel recently or you've been around since like the 100 subscriber mark, or even if you're somebody that just hate watches me and you don't really like me, but you just can't stop watching, I still appreciate you too. But I'm really grateful for you guys and all the support you guys have shown me and turning this channel into something actually profitable. And not only that, but this channel is now a potential career path that I'm really excited to grow with different projects and expansion into different content. And honestly, I don't really know where I'd be right now without this channel because it's something that gives me certainty and hope in a time that is very uncertain, especially now that I've graduated college and everything is still closed and nobody's hiring. But I have this channel, something that I hope to grow and make a full-time job later on in the future, hopefully. And it's really been a passion slash like crazy dream that I've had since I was a kid. Also something I genuinely tried to do, but I utterly failed to do. So like real talk guys, thank you so much. I really don't know how else to like really express it, but I really appreciate everything you guys have done to support this channel. Once again, thank you all for your support on this channel. I'm really excited to keep working and growing this channel. But that's it for this video. I'm not gonna do my usual spiel for everything of liking and everything, but I'm just gonna leave it with thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.